Alright, people. Had to call somebody and tell them don't be calling me while I'm filming. But either case goes, now I'm going to give you my second feature-length film. This one is going to be no other than my breakdown for episode 1, 2, and 3 of WandaVision. I'm going to give you 3 reviews and 1 video. Normally, I do 1 review, 1 video, but they were so easy to watch and enjoy, you get 3 reviews and 1 video. How cool is that? Alright, episode 1 of WandaVision was very interesting. It was in black and white, and they took the concept of the television show I Love Lucy, and basically they took some of those school ball comedy sketches, and the actor who played Vision was very hilarious, very funny. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Like, it was funny to see him actually play a different version of himself than what we're used to seeing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where when he was Jarvis, he was just very cautious and trying to get Tony Stark to do the right thing, whereas at Vision, he was more self-aware and was able to, if he needed to, display action. Where in this one, he's more being assertive, but all at the same time being more of an understanding person. Wanda basically displayed more of her powers like she did in the movies. Here, you could see the full range of her character being displayed. She comes off as the nice housewife. She wants to live in this pretend world. Hold on. Anytime we do reviews for movies and television shows, there's this one word that's famous on the internet, and I have to say it. Spoiler alert. Let me say it again. Spoiler alert. If you ain't seen episodes 1, 2, and 3 of WandaVision on Disney Plus, you should not be watching these reviews, because I might spoil everything in here, and you might be saying, Alex, why can't you wait until I watch the episodes? So if you ain't watched them, go back. You can watch them anytime you want. You can watch them 3 days later, a week later, a month later. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. You've been warned. Spoiler alert. I know this is getting irritating. I know y'all like, stop saying spoiler. I gotta say it because someone might go a month not seeing it. It'd be 3-4 months later, and we'd be on to the next big major television show, and then they'd be like, oh, you didn't tell me, man. Spoiler alert. All right, you've been warned. Spoiler alert. Now, her character is a cross between I Love Lucy and Pleasantville. If you ever seen the movie called Pleasantville with Reese Witherspoon and Tobey Maguire, you know what I'm talking about. That movie is like at least 20, 22 years old. There's movies before that, but the one I'm talking about, it was like a cross between I Love Lucy and Pleasantville, that first episode. And it was very well shot, very well written. The characters fit that story. The first episode was very funny, but jam-packed full of comedy. And the fact that she was using her powers to solve situations was interesting. Where in the movies, she just used her power to fight people, and that was it. Here, it was a different situation. She's using her powers to solve situations. Now the second episode was more funnier than the first episode, because they were out at dinner and she had to go meet the sorority housewives, and it kind of reminded me of an episode of Desperate Housewives, because there's all the women drinking tea, talking about, the celebrity lifestyle that you go through when you're in that social class, and you can see her making faces because the lady's telling her what to do and she don't like it. It was that funny. And the fact that they introduced all these other characters that that later on are going to be they're going to be interesting much later down the road. And the fact that the Vision would accidentally chew some gum and hang out with the fellas, that was actually funny. Like, it showed a humanistic side of Vision, where Wanda is like, I don't want to be here with these sorority girls. They're all stuck up. They think they're better than everybody. And basically, she had to put up with a lot of stuff. And then there was the magic trick, what I thought was very funny. The fact that he would start telling all types of secrets, and she had to, ruin him because he was going to tell way too much. And people was like, is magic real? Is magic fake? And she had to kind of like, oh, no, I can't have you doing that. Can't have you telling people that magic's real. And it was funny. Now let's talk about other characters that pop up that you suspect are going to be there. Now in episode 3, to me, there are a bunch of Easter eggs that pops up in episodes 2 and 3 that are clear indicators that somewhere later when the series is over, it is going to explain what is going to happen in these movies. The black girl showing up, it's possible that she might be a SHIELD agent. Like when she hears her name Wanda on the radio. Hold on, spoiler alert. When she started hearing her name on the radio, and you hear a man, Wanda, what happening to you, Wanda? To me, that has to indicate, okay, we got a SHIELD agent that's trying to get in contact. Now, we don't know who that is. That could be anybody. That could actually be Pepper Potts. That could probably be Rhodey War Machine. That could be Hawkeye. That could be a SHIELD agent. That could be someone that knows her. Because it seemed like she knew who it was on the radio, and she ignored the person. So that could be SHIELD. In fact, it even gives away that when you see a military base, you know it's SHIELD, because when the black girl tells her and she goes, how do you know about my brother from Age of Ultron? So they kind of tease that she had to been there during the time of the movies. So her character was kind of like already there, and she gets sent back to our time. Like how she got sent back? Because when Vision asks her, she kind of has this look on her face like, Vision doesn't know what happened, but she knows because she sent her back to her time. And when they say she came and Vision go, for what? They don't say. So I'm going to fill in the blanks. I think they sent a SHIELD agent into this pretend world to try to get Wanda because they have some villain that they want her to fight, and she ain't interested in being an Avenger anymore, and she ain't interested in helping anymore. And you could see the pain and the trauma in this episode, where in episodes 1 and 2 it was nice and pleasant for Wanda, or in episode 3 you could see the pain, you could see the past trauma. Anytime someone brings up something from the past, she don't want to acknowledge it because it's too painful. And you see her start to have these mood swings. And when she had the kids, you could kind of see this was her trying to create a family that she probably would have had before everything went down. But the Easter eggs that you get from it is, okay, if she got kids, they're eventually going to have powers. That's just obvious. They're going to inherit her powers. Now, is there someone behind the scenes that is playing with her mind and making her pretend to be in a pretend world? Yes, there is. Now, I can't wait for the 4th episode because I do believe that that's just one character that's going to show. I do believe they are going to give us a familiar face. Somewhere around episode 7 or 8, we're going to get a familiar face that's going to show up, that is going to make it obvious to her that this is not real, this is a pretend world, and you need to return back because we need you ASP. Now, I don't know who that could be. That could be Doctor Strange. That might have to be the one that have to come in and kind of get her invited attention, like, what are you doing? Or they could be his assistant, or it could be Spider-Man. I do believe somewhere around episode 8, maybe close to the finale, we're going to get a familiar face that is going to break the news to her, you need to come back. But when you see these Easter eggs, you can't deny what these Easter eggs contain, because there was a lot of Easter eggs. Like, there were so many references thrown at you in episodes 1, 2, and 3. You got to watch it at least 3 or 4 times to catch all the Easter eggs. You do know for a fact there was references of X-Men thrown in there, because the way that she would do things with her powers, it was like she was getting cues and ideas from something or from someone. Telepathically, there would be communication going on, but we don't know with what or with who. And then when she's saying there's something outside. So again, that could be Charles Xavier trying to reach her through telepath. The reason why I say it could be someone or someone is because there was like more than one individual trying to get in contact with her in the episode. Where Vision is not seeing the stuff that she's experiencing, there could be another reason for that. So this is my breakdown on episodes 1, 2, and 3 of WandaVision. So I can't wait for what episode 4 brings. When it does come out, it'll go the way it's supposed to go. One episode, one review. We'll see how this goes. Until next time, peace.